You must have the identity of the person who has the results you want if you are trying to create change in your life. If you're trying to change, if you're trying to manifest different results, okay, you must look at this identity piece. It is going to transform your approach and, of course, your results as well. Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm a personal development coach, and I do focus very much on money identity, really helping people to release the hold that money has over them and start building their version of a wealthy life. And believe me, your wealth identity is so linked to your self identity, your self image. Very often, the relationship you're having with money mirrors that you're having with yourself as well. I'm not going to focus too much on that today, though, because I want to talk to you about your identity, about why this piece is so important. So right now, you maybe are here, but you would really like to be over there, okay? Whether it is with a new amazing partner, whether that part over here means that you're really healthy, maybe it means you're really wealthy, maybe it means you're all of those things, okay? So first off, we're all here for expansion. It is entirely possible, okay? You can create this change. But the mistake I see so many people making is they don't recognize that they need to do more than just positive thinking. And actually, the personal development space is very good at convincing us that all we need to do is positive think. And so I see a lot of advice out there around money manifestation that is really not really quite valid. Okay, there's a lot of different elements, but it is actually quite simple. It starts really with us being very peaceful with ourselves. And that's so, so important in all of this. But that's probably the one relationship we all struggle with, along with the one with money. So, what we need to do is really think about this gap in the middle. We're here, we want to be over there. So, what is this gap? Well, the gap is life, the gap is your identity, the gap is your current relationships. It's so easy for us to be kind of saying, well, I'm doing this meditation program, I'm downloading different pieces of information, I'm reading different books, and I'm doing positive affirmations, different points in the day. If, however, for the rest of the day, you're broadcasting what is in the gap's just going to get bigger. Okay, this is what we need to pay attention to. So you are always on broadcast. Okay, you are always broadcasting, and your thoughts are always playing out. So your thoughts, okay, create your feelings. That creates your vibration. That creates your frequency. And you can't actually control your thoughts. They're going to be automatic. You've learned them, they're coming from your old identity. So if your old identity is I'm always poor or I'm unfit, okay, and you want to create the opposite of that, just going and telling yourself that you're wealthy isn't going to cut it because your programming's going, no, you're not. No, you're not. Look at you. You haven't got anything. Okay, you're nowhere near where you want to be, and look at everyone else, they're doing so much better. And then you fall into that comparison spiral as well. So it's so fascinating to just take a look at what is in the middle. So in the middle, we do have awareness is going to play a key part for you. So this is noticing perhaps where you do spiral. So let's say, for example, that you are on a wealth creation journey, you are doing the affirmations, doing the positive work, okay, but every time you know the post is going to come, if you're anxious, if you're feeling really worried about what's going to come, okay, that dominant thought is going to, yeah, win the day. Let's be honest, it is going to win. So, what we need to do is pay attention to those points. So, where are the points where you struggle, you find it difficult? And if we can look at that and bring awareness to it, and then bring you into the moment, you can start to make choices. Okay, choices that are really going to serve you. Because at the moment, if it's just running on automatic and you're not noticing, okay, that's why these, manifestation techniques are not working for you, because actually behind the scenes, you're falling into this despair and this worry that these bad news is going to arrive or whatever it is for you. So getting into the moment is really, really important for you. And one of the best ways to do this is through the art, and I will call it an art, of gratitude practice. This is something that we hear a lot about, again, in the personal development space, practice gratitude. Well, what does that really mean? Okay, I'm going to talk about that a bit more because it is so key for helping bring us into the moment. So let's say, for instance, we're really worried, something's happened, I don't know, a bill or a bank statement has come and we don't like it. And what happens is our thoughts are going to go boom, 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 boom forwards. Like, you're going to lose the house, you're rubbish at your job, your business isn't successful, whatever it is. Okay. What we need to do is come back to this moment, the here and now, because all we have is now. Okay. Just take a moment. Are you safe in the moment right now? Regardless of what the letter says, are you safe? Okay, bring yourself back into the moment, ground yourself. Really good tips for this is, it's all about breathing, it's regulating your nervous system. I talk about this a lot, but 7-11 breathing is really powerful. It just helps to calm you down, okay, and help to bring you back into the moment. Because if we're running high on fear, our mind is racing and we're in the middle broadcasting all the things we don't want. Okay, the universe works on reflection. Okay, so if we're worried all the time, it's just going to give us more worry. Okay, if we're anxious all the time, it's going to give us more anxiety. So being in the moment is a really powerful place to be. So once you've regulated yourself and calmed yourself down, just say in the moment 5 things that you are grateful for. Okay, you can do more if you want, but 5 things you're grateful for. And the problem I see is, because I see it all the time in the personal development space, just write a gratitude list. Get in the moment and think of 5 things you're grateful for. And it's true, it's really good because it's what I'm telling you to do. But actually, you need to go way deeper. So simply saying, well, I'm grateful that I've got a roof over my head. Okay, I don't think you're really getting it. We need to go deeper. Okay, we need to really spend a moment and think. The fact that you have a roof over your head makes you safer than so many people in the world right now. Hugely, hugely. And it's really noticing that. Okay, you have a roof over your head. You are safe in this moment. Yeah. That's gratitude, recognizing that the roof is providing so much more, that actually you are, in a space that is so much more fortunate than many other people. But this isn't about comparing and feeling bad for having good things either. It's just about noticing that actually, hell yeah, this roof over my head, it's like it creates so much for me. It means that my children are safe. It means that I am safe. Might not be the roof you want forever over your heads, but you have one right now. Okay, and what does that mean for you? Well, it means that you can shut the door at night and it's your sanctuary and you can relax. Not everyone can do that again. So think about what you're grateful for and what it means. What are the results of that thing? And if you're sitting there going, well, do you know what, Victoria, I've got nothing to be grateful for right now because those credit card statements, they just keep on coming. Or I just keep getting let down by relationships. I just can't seem to find somebody. Okay, I just want you to take a minute and notice that right now you're listening to me. Okay, so you have access to a phone or a computer. You have a headset to listen on. And so again, take in the moment, what do you have around you? What are you grateful for? Okay, because again, all we have is now. Now, our brains have been trained to always be in the future. Yeah, we've been taught from an early age about how we need to be and aspiring and what are we going to be when we grow up, and we never pay attention to the moment. What are you going to be when you grow up? I don't know. Right now in the moment, I'm happy in the sandpit. I don't want to think about what I want to be when I grow up, but society teaches us to always be further ahead. And actually, as I say, our power is in the now. So if you can take a moment and practice gratitude, but please ask yourself why. Yeah, if you're going to put on there, I'm grateful for my family, why? Okay? Do they support you? Do they maybe help you out around the house? Do they make you laugh? Yeah? Do you get a great big hug? Yeah, just notice and really lean into that feeling. Slow down. Okay, slow down. You've already regulated your nervous system. Okay, you're now moving into that space of practicing gratitude, and so slowing down. Yeah, breathe it in. Breathe that feeling in. How do you feel? Okay, how do you feel? These are the things that are so powerful, that are really going to help start shifting. So we look at the gap in the middle. You're here, you want to be there, and you're trying to skip ahead at the moment. You're trying to rush to that end point and high vibe it and declare to the world that you're a money magnet and you are wealthy, that everyone loves you, relationships are easy, whatever it is. Yeah. And now you've got a tool as well to help with the middle. So first off, I want you to bring awareness. Yeah. Maybe spend a bit of time thinking about how often a day you think about money. Let's keep this on money. You want to manifest more money. How often a day do you think about money? Outside of those affirmations that you are doing, how often? You probably don't really notice. So let's bring some awareness to it. Spend a bit of time. If you're running a business, how often do you find yourself scrolling on social media and thinking, oh, look at them, they're winning it, they're doing so much better than me, I'm no good, I'm rubbish, oh, I'm charging too much. Yeah? Are you setting your pricing just to get quick wins rather than really valuing your value? Okay? Because in the moment that you're doing that, you're thinking about money behind the scenes. So that awareness piece is really key. So take some time, look at what that gap is for you. So if it is about money, go and have a look at your money stories. What did you hear growing up? What's the fear that's driving you every day? Okay, and list those stories down. And once you have them down, yeah, have a look at them. Ask yourself, are they true? Reframe them. Tell yourself the story you want to hear. That's what's so powerful about all of this work. Okay, and then move into that gratitude. And if that, as I say, calm yourself. Yeah, when we're in our heads, when we're anxious, when we're worried, when we're projecting into the future, we're not aware, we're not grateful, we're not in the moment. And what are we broadcasting? We are simply broadcasting fear. What are you going to get back? Yeah, what are you going to get back? Remember, this universe works on reflection. So yes, that positive thinking is important. Yes, being able to talk about being wealthy or healthy or loved, it's an important part of the process. It's valid. But we need to look at what's going on in the day-to-day for you as well. We need to look at this gap. Okay? So those are my top tips for you, really. Awareness, gratitude, regulating your nervous system. Yeah? So have a go. Do let me know how you get on. Do subscribe below. Yeah, I talk about all of this type of thing an awful lot. And I really want to help a lot of people shift. Yeah, because we're all here for expansion. We're not here for the frustration, the worry, the fear. We're here for so much more. Take good care.